She let Drake shoot the club up. She getting a little check. You understand? But they playing their role. They playing their role. We just trying to keep going to play the shit. The evidence there. You might have talked the shit. You might have evidence there was just a cute young girl. She ain't dogging me after that. You said I'm fucking to the good show. And then you pick the apple to be laughing like that. You could be lying like that. You could have picked that up. Trying to cover that shit up.
Yeah, your ass down. Damn, Drake. Come on, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, buddy? Fooled everybody, buddy. I thought you was one of us.
See what you did. You always wrong.
Bitch.
My head. You like young girl.
That's crazy.
I'm just thinking that's on your level. You know what I'm saying?
It's Ross.
In your work. You know, it's
Orton and Rollins is
you ain't got no fans with me like that. 43.
Why you let this thing on the 8?
Damn team, but it's at 18. You want to first fight. You love the chair. Ain't you love the chair. You love the chair. You love them. That's the first thing you ever fucked in life. The chair. You think I'm gonna fuck on their ass until last night? Yeah. You got your little ball of fight, don't you? It's blood fight somewhere. You can't tell it. Yeah, but that's wrong with the thing. No, we can get out of the whole thing. Yeah, but I got a thing, but you get shot. You just take niggas alone. You said, oh, let's die for another. And it didn't work. Playing and then go and play. And you didn't have a plan for this situation. You didn't have a plan B, you got the money for it. You didn't have a plan B, when you got old girl club there break. Then we do have a plan B. To cover it up with some bullshit. You got both bullshit, not no blood shit. The bullshit. So the DM, so when you, I'm going to keep recording that. I'm going to record your camera to shit. Just evidence up. Get the camera and we got this thing. I'm going to get it. You know I can hit the camera in. Like that. You just want to call that. And then you got the camera. You ain't got footage of your people and then you set the whole place. We got to believe you can do fake light skin, real true type of
I've been telling y'all you're a Jew, man. I've been told y'all that shit.
right there.
But y'all niggas should be yucky. Sorry.
Now, he a brownie boy. You a cookie boy in the white boy, but he a brownie boy. He a brownie. Get on his top. Shake their ass, man. That's what it is. Get on his top like a game. Yeah, I'm going to brownie boy top. Yeah, you're right about it. Cupcake, all that shit fast. So he can come back with another fist train. It's crushing.
Rush.
Like 6 minutes,
I like Kendrick Lamar. Nah, I don't like. I mean, I still don't like him, but I was still always respecting him, but
don't let him get back up fight.
I fuck with him now, though, because now, bro, like, he's just the nigga.
Light skin nigga one, he ain't light skin, he a Jew. Jew nigga one. He never like my flesh, he a Jew. He's just a light skin Jew. He just, you know, he's not my soul. There's another Jew. Shit, he ain't no nigga, baby. He ain't never paid those people no nigga, baby.
Hell nah.
He ain't never chill off no nigga, baby, check for the EOG or whatever test y'all got to take to get to the next grade. Yo, he ain't never chill on no nigga, baby.
We're still talking about this marriage.
Here we go.
Still talking about this marriage.
In Boston, it's under Nicholas Jason Tatum. This is the very first pocket of the game.
Jaylen Brown is the best player on that team. Like I've always been saying, he just wants it more. Y'all be trying to just throw Tatum.
Tatum getting it done. Monica again. That's true.
Stop hoping for him, bro. He takes too many shots. He takes too many bad shots. It's that simple. It's not being retarded. Derek White, nigga. Donovan, one of the best playoff performers of all time. That nigga is one of the best playoff performers of all time.
Here comes Peyton Pritchard, and I'll ask you this. Why would I show it to you if it didn't go in? Celtics by 15 after 3, fourth quarter, 4 minutes to go. Boston was pulled away. Tatum lost the foul. He had 18 points, 11 rebounds. Brown had 32. White had 25 with 7 threes. And the Celtics cruise. No one is blowing teams out like the Celtics.
Yeah, we know. It's going to be an easy check.
This year, that breaks the time for the
check.
most in NBA history in the regular season and playoffs combined, and one gets a sense there will be more of those to come. Meanwhile, the nightcap team of the Republic of Luka and the Mavs taking on SGA.
The Dawn. Okay, she showed the fuck out.
Maybe this is the moment that everybody turns. Because he got to go down here, and he was hurt.
Yeah, he definitely got up slow. He went pretty much the rest of the game. It was noticeable. Didn't have lift and lost his aggressiveness after that.
It's nice to go and turn as he stays in the game, but Lou Dort is a problem for him, and he shows you a little bit of loss. Into offense, and he's Jalen Williams in the Thunder open a lead.
Look at Jalen Williams going off.
Keeps into the loose ball, creates early offense. But here's Luka, 1 of 8. From 3, 5 turnovers.
Yeah, we know we're going to 8, bitch. We know. He actually want to be in 1 for 10.
This is very impressive.
The ball movement and the time to shoot it. And Monica, look at Jalen Williams. He had a good night last night with 18.
I just love this young team. They play with so much energy. They got a bunch of guys involved. SGA started with a triple double.
He had 29, 9, and 9. Jalen 18, and the Thunder win easily. But the storyline
But Shetty Holmgren
last night
crazy.
is the third time in his playoff career that he scored fewer than 20. In fact, going into last night's game, he had scored 20 or more points in 24 straight games. So, this morning, Monica and I were over there make up. So, that's all it is. And then I can hear from the green room, you two guys in there, you're very concerned about Luke.
Absolutely. Listen,
Yeah, I hope this is not a fake injury. I hope.
He moves both. He's got no lift. His three-point shot, which is, I think, for the most part, he doesn't take contested shots because of his size, his lean back, his ability to get separation. These aren't really contested shots. He's got no lift. All of these shots are hitting front rim. And if he's not making perimeter shots at a high rate, Dallas is cooked in this series. They're not going to have enough. I'm very concerned. And his body language when he came out of the game, he looked like he was very dispirited by what's going on and what he is feeling. Bad sign for the Mavericks. It's just the already know. He came into this series with a knee sprain. He's going to play through it. Knee sprains aren't going to heal while you're playing, right? And so you have that combined with Luke Dort. Get 5 turnovers. 4 when Dort was guarding him. So that combination is lethal for the Dallas Mavericks in this series. They're going to need a lot more out of Kyrie.
His step back is one of the biggest weapons in the league. He's 5 of 35 on threes the last 4 games. He pushes off the right foot to go into it. He doesn't touch the right foot right now. He said he doesn't think he'll be right until the off-season. Doesn't go yet.
And by the way, I'm just getting a call. This is from my friends in Oklahoma City saying, can someone say something about us? Hello, welcome.
You don't have any friends up on the field.
And whatever we don't say, they will say as a team and all of their post-game interviews that they do together. Look, group that takes a lot of pride in what they do defensively. In fact, they are not going to make any excuses for me. And I think Lou Dort is uniquely poised to make his life difficult, even if he was healthy. So he put an ankle in there.
So OKC, they're the one seed for a reason, and they're up 1 game to none. So that was last night. Then let's back up just a few hours, and the punishment team in for Jamal. Some of us believe it is a slap on the wrist. He was fined $100,000, but avoided the suspension after throwing a towel and then a heating pad in the direction of an official during Denver's Game 2 loss to the Timberwolves, and left you been perhaps, I don't know, off the planet for the last 24 hours and didn't know. The second thing he threw right there went out onto the court. So A, he threw it at an official. B, it went out on the court where someone could easily have gotten seriously injured. We talked about this so much yesterday. $100,000 fine, but no suspension. Immediately went to the end.
Very surprised. I said yesterday, I'd be shocked if he wasn't. I'm grateful that he's not. I hate when guys get suspended because I want to see both teams, for the most part, at full strength. But at the worthlessness, that was the word you used yesterday. I thought it was the perfect word.
That was Draymond. He gets suspended.
And the fact that nobody was hurt shouldn't really matter in making a decision like this. Again, I'm glad he's going to be there on Friday night. Very surprised because this could have ended up horribly if somebody stepped on that, split out, hurt their groin, rolled an ankle, even if they're limited to
So no one weighed him.
because of Jamal Murray's action on the end of the bench, I'm surprised they didn't have a big enough. I'll take it a step further. Dangerous stuff. Dangerous throwing out something onto the playing surface where the players are actually playing, right? But first of all, it takes a lot to get suspended in the NBA these days. Clearly, number one. Number two, I believe from people I've talked to that if there was an injury, eye for an eye probably would have happened. But it didn't. So an injury didn't happen. Six-figure fine is still pretty significant for regular people like me who see a number like that and go, hey, that's a lot of money. And so I think that's the shock value the league wanted to get with the fan base when it comes to, all right, we find this guy a whole lot of money, and we're letting him know this can't ever happen.
We showed him yesterday. Draymond did not believe there should have been a suspension, and at the end he was right. And again, the shock value of the money is what it is. $100,000 based on the collective bargaining agreement is an enormous fine. It is, however, worth pointing out that it is also about what Jamal Murray makes for every quarter of every game that he plays during the regular season. It's 24% of his per game salary. So essentially, once he plays the first quarter of the first game of next season, he will have made back the $100,000 that he just lost. Now, again, I'm not suggesting that they're going to spend $20 million. I mean, I understand. There is no fine that they could levy in this circumstance, which is one of the many reasons that I actually really thought the suspension was uncanonical.
So for me, and you guys know we're part of the big broadcast, when Joel Embiid didn't get suspended, grabbing Mr. Lonzo by the knee out of the air in the Philadelphia Knicks series, I'm like, okay, say any longer that money matters, and that we need our stars in the store, and so let's give him a little wiggle room. So I was not surprised that he was suspended. Obviously, we've heard Astros talk a lot about the product, whether we were talking about the play-in tournament, or what was the name of the INC? The INC. There you go, the INC. So it matters, this working relationship of the product to the league. It's moving forward. So I can't say that I was surprised. I do find it interesting that the officials are just out there with no support.
I
saved you purposely for last, Woody, because once you give all your information, it might change a lot of perspective. I wanted everyone's first gut reaction. Now, what can you say?
Okay, so I think for a precedent on this, because we said yesterday when I hadn't seen it, the only thing I could find, something happened last year in Miami. Dwayne Dedman, a backup big man, throws he hits a rack and a massage gun comes out on the floor. Okay? Not good. Somewhat comparable. A big heavy object somebody could have stepped on him. He was immediately ejected from the game, and then he was, in fact, suspended for the next game. After he was not suspended by the NBA. He was suspended by the Miami Heat because he was angry they were expulsed to take him out of the game with something he said to him. So, yeah, I went back and read the story. They said that he said they consulted with the league. So they sort of wiggled out of that. What I'm kind of surprised about is Jamal Murray was kind of guilty of two things. One, throwing something on the court. Two, throwing something at the referee. And as you said, then the league not having the back of the officials here, that's going to play. And there's top officials you're being tonight, you're being this game, you're going to competition, you're giving 10 games possible. Literally not having his back. Is what surprised, the only surprise here is that it's pure.
Look, it was back-to-back defenses as well. To me, there was no defense here. We're talking about the offenses, there was no defense. You can't say it was just one moment where we lost the tool because he threw the towel and then he threw the heating pad. I understand what you're saying. Sometimes we adjudicate the results, okay? If you are, I'm just going to use a terrible analogy, I'm not in any way comparing the act. But if you were drunk driving, that's a penalty. If you're drunk driving and you kill someone, it's a greater penalty. And so I get if you throw a thing on the court and someone gets hurt, then it's a greater penalty. If they don't, we adjudicate the result. I understand that part of it. But the recklessness and dangerous level of it, I think, are significant. The no defense of the referee, I think, is remarkable. And I guess I would just ask the question, what do you have to do to get suspended from the playoff game in these days? They've shown now Joel Embiid can literally grab a player in mid-air and yank him to the ground. And suspended, it wasn't even ejected. There was not danger. And neither was Jamal Murray. I mean, Jamal Murray wasn't ejected. He was playing this 1 second to play.
I can't wait. The referee didn't see it.
Okay, but everyone else did. You can have technology now. We all know where that came from. If someone comes to work and say, hey, Mark, he's deceptive to anything, but never mind that. All the vendors selling heat packs to defend. That's right. Like, there's only one possible place a heat pack can come from. And I'm surprised you don't look at the bench and go, well, it clearly didn't come from that bench. At least they have a trial in the middle of the fight. And what I will say, to Wendy's point in terms of two examples, you have the players being like, oh, look what's happening. With the Deadman example, they're like, oh, this massage gun is on the floor. And so everybody sees it. For whatever reason, in real time, it's to the referee's back and credit to the teammates because they got that thing to their quickly as they thought they could. Listen, the other piece of it, the example you used is a good one. But he didn't need to do it. Then he smashes a rack in frustration and the thing goes out on the court. I get that. That's one thing. This was totally premeditated and totally unbooked.
The only thing I want to say is, let's get back to the Embiid play, too. I thought he should have been suspended for that. It was a dirty play. It was a dangerous play. Here's the one thing. At least in that situation, like you're on the court, you interact with another player. Right. It happens all the time. When guys get into it, you're engaged with another player, and something happens, you lose your cool, and it could lead to a suspension. This is the guy sitting on the end of the bench, injecting himself into the action when he's not even out on the court. This is another dude with another player, and yet he did something that potentially could have led to an injury to one of those.
It's like he started reversing at the right moment. This nigga's an asshole.